right. Welcome in, Nagy Nation. It's Phil Nagy, it's Kit Nagy, it's the 2022 playoffs. Tom Brady, is this the last game before he heads into the Fox booth? Time will tell. Standing in his way, the upstart Detroit Lions, young and hungry as they may be. And this is an exciting one to bring to you. Thanks for staying up late with us. Welcome in, Goated. And welcome in, Chris G. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing very well. Obviously, this is a big playoff match, and go figure, the Lions alive here in the playoffs, and this frisky team has come out to play the young Cubs, as we've dubbed them, have been very, very good in this season. And they're going to go against obviously a stacked roster here with a legend at the helm in probably his last year in the NFL. So certainly an interesting match, but you don't ever want to count out Tom Brady. And but you certainly have to expect the Lions are going to play him tough.
You're right, Goated. School is almost back. And this particular teacher not super excited about it myself. All right, Lions are going to get the football first here. Jared Goff again had a brief respite on the bench. Hey, Alan, you made it for a live stream. Welcome in.
Hey, welcome.
He's been commenting on a lot of the videos, and I said, we're going to go live in 10 minutes. Come on. And he made it, so welcome to you.
Nice.
Inna, welcome in. V, there we go. V's the Lions fan in the crew. Let's get it going. Anyway, as I was saying, Jared Goff took a couple of weeks, like a 5-week hiatus when we decided to put Baker Mayfield on the Lions. He's going to go deep right side, swatted away. Whoo, first play of the day, and it's swatted away by Carlton Davis on the right side.
Yeah, not a good sign when your receiver comes to a dead standstill to receive a ball. Bit underthrown.
They're going to do the same exact play. And this time, DJ Chark plays the defensive back role. So 2 bombs down the right side. Welcome in, Fellegren.
Yeah, they obviously like the matchup they've got with DJ Chark out there, but unfortunately, Goff not putting him in a position to win with underthrown balls twice in a row.
And 3rd and 10, he'll fire over the middle into triple coverage. And it's knocked out of the hands of his receiver, Josh Reynolds. 4th and 10, so 3 straight long throws, 3 straight incompletions. Very odd first drive for the Lions and Jared Goff.
Well, welcome to the fandom, Lamar. We certainly have a lot of Brands fans around here. If you want to join the bandwagon, we won't mind.
Inhut's got his Cheez-Its. He's ready to go. Let's get after it.
Yeah, I like that.
Official snack of Nagy on Sports. Hey, welcome in, Bo. All right, first drive of the day for Tom Brady again. Will this be his final game in the NFL? He's going to go deep himself down the right side. First play of the game, caught, touchdown! Chris Godwin, in the battle of the bombs, goes to the Buccaneers as they strike first blood.
I was going to say, Tom Brady watched Jared Goff struggle with the bomb, and he's like, all right, look, this is how you do a bomb. And it just drops one right on the mark in the end zone. Beautiful 62-yard air pass that drops right in the bucket, and that is quite the yardage on that old arm there. But he gets it done, and just a beauty.
He floated up there. Maybe there's some wind coming from the backside. Either way, it's 58 yards. It's 7 seconds. And the Buccaneers take a 7-0 lead. Wow. And
not just that it was the same play, but those drives could not have been more of polar opposites. The Lions absolutely just hitting a brick wall, not able to do anything, as just some 3 not great throws in a row. And then Tom Brady does it in 1.
Well, so much of their team has been DeAndre Swift. To just go deep 3 times in a row felt really, really weird.
Yeah, very, very strange.
To start the game. All right, here we go. A little misdirection to Swift. He'll go up the middle before being run into by Devin White, 2 yards. Hanging out with your homeboy. Hey, Griff, welcome in.
Well, and
appreciate you being on with us.
That felt like that should have been the start of the script to start the play, not 3 long throw. The third one, I think, was just desperation, like, uh-oh, we haven't gotten any yards here.
Yeah.
But the first one was obviously they were hoping to catch him napping. The second one was hey, we'll try it again. Surely they won't expect it twice. And then, that got them in a bad situation.
2nd and 13 up the middle. Swift, nice big hole now up the middle, and he'll get past the 30. Give him 9 to set up a 3rd and manageable. Much better now on those 2 runs from Swift.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, going to the game plan that you would have expected out the gate with DeAndre Swift and then Hawkinson following it up. That's much more the game plan. They've had so much success. Yeah, that's really it has been what's gotten them here, and very surprising seeing them airing it deep early, but finally some reason here from the Lions.
Yep, their first down of the day. Here's a jet sweep. Give it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he'll get stuffed right at the line by the very talented Levante David. Give him credit for a singular yard. Appreciate everybody being on again. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports here with our simulated 2022 season blitz from the Buccaneers up the middle, and Devin White gets home. Sets up a 3rd and 21.
And man, do I hate that Madden tendency of quarterback running backwards to escape pressure is such. Not only is it not realistic, but it sets up really bad down in yardage situations.
Hope springs eternal. Maybe there'll be a 2023 fix as Goff's going to just chuck this one out of bounds. And unfortunately, another punt coming for Jack Fox and the Lions here. And Tom Brady with boatloads of momentum doesn't need that. He's back out onto the field from his own 30-yard line.
No real news, though.
I would say. I'm not sure if no news is good news or bad news, but it's no news for sure.
I think it's honestly Sue L. Robinson. Again, I think we talked about this on the channel. I think that's her way of saying, hey, you better settle this, NFL, because if you don't come and meet Deshaun on a settlement, you're probably not going to like the precedent I'm about to set. That's my guess. I don't know that that's truth, but that's my suspicion is that's what's going on, and that means that Deshaun's got a lot of leverage in such discussions, which, obviously he wants no games. I don't think the NFL is going to do that, which is why haven't settled yet, and I think that's why we're still waiting. The one thing we have heard, which is, kind of along the lines of what we were thinking, but more kind of informed folks getting involved in this reporting, Albert Breer reporting that likely the NFL just accepts whatever the punishment is and does not actually,
Appeal.
Appeal, that's the word I was looking for, thank you. Does not actually look to appeal anything, no matter what it is.
Welcome in, Karen. Go Browns. That was a catch by the new Buccaneer tight end Kyle Rudolph, just signed like a day ago, so I figured I'd put him on the roster. Now pressure left side, right up the middle, actually around the right tackle. The all-pro Tristan Wirfs gets beat by the rookie Aiden Hutchinson. Big sack of Brady, and that'll set up a punt.
Well, they left him completely unblocked off the edge. They obviously did not shift their protection to account for him, and an unblocked Hutchinson is going to absolutely get to Brady every time. He is way too good to miss that opportunity.
Get ready.
Back out on the field. Are geared up in the Lions. Let's see if they can clean up the offense a little bit here. Again, it's been pretty sloppy to start the game. Again, just 5 minutes into this game so far, so still plenty of time, but we'd like to see them settle in. Goff now. Drag across the middle. Hawkinson, short gain, but a short gain better than a negative gain at this point. Look at the faithful Buccaneer fans here. 2nd and 4, give it left side, a pulling Vitae, and they can't get the first down. Sets up a 3rd and 2 now on that trap look. I formation here. Jared Goff back to pass, little 3-step drop, fires left side, rather right side, and he's got DJ Chark do for a first down, and a big first down. If anything, just to give the defense a blow. Alan, Karen is one of our longtime subscriber, and she is a huge Browns fan.
That's right. Lives out here on the West Coast,
right.
out in the LA area, like I do.
That's right. She lives on the left coast.
That's right.
All right, 1st and 10 now, 8:15 and counting to go here in the game. Fake the jet sweep to Hawkinson, give it to Swift up the middle. He pushes White down, and then Levante David, again, those two middle linebackers, so good. Being in the middle of this 3-4, Todd Bowles, you'd assume they'd keep the same scheme with Bowles moving from DC to HC, but we'll see. And that's a nice strike to the right side and a first down to Chark again. Do.
Yeah, absolutely, Alan. There really is a great representation. Ooh, nice broken tackle there from Swift, and that looked like a face mask on him from Levante David right afterwards, but looks like no call. I thought it might be. But yes, Browns backers all over the place, and in foreign countries, not just in the United States. It's impressive. Browns fandom does really truly go all over the place.
All right, 4 spread out now on a 3rd and 7. Goff in a shotgun, needs the conversion here. Firing left side, sideline high in the air is the rookie Jamison Williams, and it's too tall for him, and that brings in Jack Fox once again. And that one's going to go out of bounds to the 14. Pretty solid punt there for Jack Fox, but he's been busy early. Brady back out onto the field with 5:50 to go and a 7-0 lead. Oh, you moved to the Pittsburgh area. Now truly in enemy territory, Bo. Much harder to hide in Pittsburgh than it probably was in Texas. There's a big, long dig route, and it's Mike Evans and a first down to the 31. Yep, pretty early in the game. I think maybe Lamar is just predicting Tampa Bay will win. Some others saying the Lions. We got a decent amount of Lions fans who've picked up on the channel as well. So we've seen them. They've been voted on as the game of the week a lot in this 2022 sim as well. So,
and I think this is a roster and a team that's got some juice and some obviously we Browns fans know how hope springs eternal, but Lions have been in a similar situation, a little bit of a kindred spirit in terms of the fan bases, I would say. And certainly, the needle is pointing up with that team. I think they've got a lot of potential, young, raw group of talent that really can solidify into a solid unit and could be good for years to come if they can put it all together.
Very short route by Mike Evans, but it counts for a first down. Now Brady back to pass, heaving it deep right side. Evans, single coverage, knocked away, incomplete.
That was odd. It almost looked like he caught it, but then just gave up on the catch partway to the ground and just dropped it. It was very strange.
Indeed it was. 2nd and 10 now. Brady, he'll fire again. Left side. Got his man this time. Did he get him in? He did. What a catch by Mike Evans.
Yeah, very impressive, making up for that last play that was not very impressive, as he just kind of did something that he does routinely and kind of botched it. And then this time he did something that's anything but routine and makes it look just natural.
And they're not going to show the replay of his feet. His feet were very magical in that particular play.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of reminded me of Jackson Smith and Jigba's first touchdown as a Buckeye, if you remember that from 2 years ago when he was in the back of the end zone and somehow got both feet inbounds. It was wild.
Karen, you must have missed it. You were what started this conversation, so we actually mentioned you first.
We said you first.
That was the beginning of the conversation, was the fact that you're a Browns fan out in the LA area near me.
Alan said, who do you root for, Karen? Yeah, no, we didn't forget about you.
Not at all. You've been a long time supporter of the channel, and we wouldn't dare leave you out.
Never. Oh my gosh. Karen is also the most positive Browns fan any of us have ever met. She is the most positive of all the Browns fans that we have on the channel. No, not your fault at all, Alan. Not your fault at all. All right, 4th and inches. Good stop by this young Cub defense, and they're actually going to settle for 3 here. Interesting choice for Todd Bowles. Again, his second stint at being an NFL head coach. Much better roster than he had in New York.
Hey, John.
And sort of inheriting the keys to the kingdom. And welcome in, John.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome in.
Another left coaster, 49er fan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 10-0 now. It's been all Buccaneers again. Remember the very first play of the Buccaneers' first offensive series, 58-yard touchdown to Chris Godwin. That's pretty much been it. It's been a couple of first downs and punting for both sides since then. 2:31 to go in the game again. I think the Lions need to incorporate the run. Here's Swift right up the middle, and he'll get stopped, but a flag comes in late. And it's going to be for a hold, unfortunately, and that's Vaitai, the right guard. Please don't make me say his first name. 10-0, 2:25 to go. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on with us this evening. Thanks for staying up late with us. Late night for the West Coasters. This Tampa Bay Detroit matchup for the West Coasters. We'll start it at 10:30. 2nd and 15 now after a short gain on the swing pass to Swift. Goff back to pass. Blitz coming. Fires right. DJ Chark. Do in front of Carlton Davis. Sets up a 3rd and manageable.
Yep, like the 3rd manageable here. And yeah, you're right. This is not our normal fare out here on the West Coast, but football is football. Love getting it.
And that one's going to be caught and out of bounds. 1st down. Very short throw and a short catch, but that's Amon-Ra St. Brown for 6, and that's all they needed. Ticking down under a minute to go in the first quarter. Jared Goff in a shotgun. Back to pass now. They blitz, and it's picked up, at least for the time being. Now Goff right side, caught, and then taken down immediately. DJ Chark with his 4th catch of the day, and that takes him right to the midfield stripe here now. 1st and 10 Lions, but this is their best offensive possession of the game thus far.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless I jinx it. Here comes Goff rolling left, and now he'll throw back to the right, and wide open on the sideline. There's the rookie out of Alabama / Ohio State, Jamison Williams for 18 and a 1st down. 18 for number 18 there, Jamison Williams. So I thought for sure Goff was going to get sacked, and he threw back across the field for a wide open Williams. All right, that's it for the first quarter. 10-0 now. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on with us here. We finished our 2022 season sim. All the new rookies, all the free agents, best guests on the 53-man rosters. We simulated the entire season. Every Browns game live, and an additional NFC and AFC game live as well. Plenty of Lions games as well. We are now in the divisional round of the playoffs. You can see the other matchups scrolling across the bottom. Browns won a tough one with the Ravens yesterday as Goff hit as he throws wide open right side. St. Brown to the 14 and a 1st down in the red zone for the Lions.
And so calm
what's that?
I was going to say, so calm under pressure there was
yes.
Jared Goff. Very nicely done, able to get that one away to a wide open receiver.
Yes, he was. Anyway, the other 2 matchups are Chargers at Chiefs. This one, and then the Atlanta Falcons, who made the playoffs on a wing and a prayer by beating these Buccaneers actually in Week 18, head out to San Francisco to play John's 49ers at the 15-2 number 1 seed. Swift left side to the 3 to the 1, and he barely stretches the ball, but not quite far enough as he'll go down. Burst and goal. Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Yeah, credit the O-line opening a great hole there, and Swift takes advantage quickly, getting out near the line to gain, or the end zone. Better than the line to gain.
Yep, motion coming from the tight end. Turn around, give it to Swift. He dives, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. DeAndre Swift. Sure, pun intended. Welcome in, Wendell. Touchdown, Lions now. Big score. Needed that. Their first points of the day. 12:41 to go in the first half, and they're right back into this football game. Nice 10-play, 75-yard drive for Jared Goff and the Lions, and again, keyed by just enough of the ground game to keep Tampa Bay honest. Always a plus in Madden, except when the Browns refuse to hand off for some reason.
Right.
Brady so far in the game, 6 of 8 for $122 and a touchdown. Again, continues to be very good. Again, for those of you who don't remember, the first time we saw the Buccaneers, which I think was Week 1, right? Don't think in our sim the Buccaneers played the Browns in Week 1 and lost, of course.
Yep, I do believe you have that.
Brady long post. Godwin, watch out, 40, he can fly. 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, tackled at the 1. Chris Godwin with a huge explosive play, and he finally got dragged down at the 1 yard line. Wow.
Yeah, credit just not giving up on the angle here. Very, very
I don't know how the
nearly.
ball wasn't across the line.
I don't know.
But
I guess they're saying his knee went down early there on that tackle, but that was just dedication to keep him out.
first and goal for the Buccaneers. Turn around, nice cross block there from Cameron Brate, and Leonard Fournette over the top and into the end zone. So quick strike for both of the Buccaneer touchdowns here, and just like that, the 10-point lead has been reestablished, of course, assuming the Ryan Suckup kick is good. But how about that huge play? Both of the big plays to Godwin as well. And that was a 74.5 yard pass to go along with his 58-yard touchdown. So that puts him at 2 catches for a $133.
Yep.
Pretty solid performance so far.
It is.
For Chris Godwin, remember the free agent who they opted to re-sign.
And his yards per catch and yards per target numbers in this game are certainly going to do well as a result.
Anyway, I was trying to say before that very long touchdown pass, or almost touchdown pass. Here's a nice throw to Hawkinson, first down. Stiff arm, sit down, kid, up to the 40. Give him the 41 and a first down for Hawk. Back in that Week 1 game with Tom Brady, Madden didn't make him retire, but they
nerfed
the bejesus out of him. So he was like a 55 overall rated quarterback.
That's right.
And I had to turn up everything that I could just to get him back to an 80 with his rating, because he breaks the mold of Madden thinks for a human being. So it's just so funny, and he's continued to ball out, second in the league only to Pat Mahomes in yardage, just besting Deshaun Watson. It went Mahomes, Brady, Watson in yardage, so clearly throwing for over 5,000 yards. Dude balled out this year, still at 44 years of age.
Yep, surely. And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put it past, Tom Brady to go out and do that in real life. I mean, he is that good.
He is. Shotgun look now for Goff. 2nd and 13. Blitz coming. He gets around the right tackle. That's the former rookie first-round pick, Penei Sewell, and Shaquille Barrett. Very good outside linebacker, pass rusher.
No,
he's got a stack.
No, he is not part of the 99 club. I don't know that they have a single running back in the 99 club, or if they do, it's well, I'm not sure if they do. I don't know that they do, but he is not. But again, we have always thought that Madden seriously undervalues Nick Chubb.
All right, so more sacks are going to set up a 4th and 35. So clearly the Lions are going to punt this one away. Unfortunately, not able to take any chunks out of that Tampa Bay momentum meter. 8:34 to go, first half clock. Brady steps back into a shotgun here again. NFC Divisional round. It's Buccaneers, it's Lions. Winner gets a chance to face either either Atlanta or San Francisco. As again, Trey Lance balled out this season, and the 49ers went 15-2, secured home field all the way throughout the playoffs, and that first seed, that bye as well. And I don't know, maybe a little bit of nerves here. Again, we saw them obviously play in the wild card for the Lions, and they won a really kind of an ugly game over the, totally blanking out on who they played. The Saints.
Yes. Yeah.
They played the Saints. No, the Falcons played the Saints. I don't remember.
Hold on, I'll find out.
Sorry. The Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I totally blanked out. But it was an ugly game with the Cowboys, so we thought maybe they would have those playoff jitters taken care of. But maybe a little bit here now, more pressure now coming into the second round. They're going to get the football back on a punt, though. Still plenty of time to get this one going.
I know. I bumped my mouse. Sorry about that.
It's all good. There it is. We're back. It's all good.
Yes, you had that right. It was the Cowboys.
Yeah. Vita V is still in the zone there in the middle of that defensive line. That's going to make it much harder for them to run, especially up the middle, which they're going to try here. And that's Akeem Hicks, signed just a month or so ago now anchoring the middle of that defense next to Vita Vea. They're going to be a very good football team. I think I saw the raid, not leaked. I mean, they've been leaking, quote unquote, leaking the ratings. As it looks like Jared Goff's going to get sacked again. Shaq Barrett. You know, they've been giving out different positions, and then they release like the top 10 rated teams, and the Buccaneers were like a 92 overall rating in Madden 23, and like nobody else was even above 90. So they got some dudes for sure.
Oh yeah, they do.
3rd and 22. They're going to set up screen left side. Swift to the 35, and he'll pick up 3 entire yards to set up a 4th and 19. And unfortunately, another punt here for Jack Fox and the special teams unit. Just haven't really been able to kind of string that drive together. It kind of looked like what we saw from them this season, albeit 5 of those games were with Baker Mayfield. And he's at least a higher rating in the game than Jared Goff is. We can debate whether he's better than him in real life or not. I think that he is, but at least in terms of Madden. Yeah, especially a healthy version of him, which in Madden he was. And they went on I think they were 4-1 under Baker Mayfield's tenure in Detroit before we shipped him down to Carolina.
Yeah, John, Madden loves that nice little comeback catch there from Evans, as he just found a way to break to the ball here and make a nice short-handed catch. But no, Madden seems to love the 3rd and long screen pass, which never goes anywhere, and we absolutely hate it on this channel. We've talked about that a lot in recent years, or actually earlier in the channel. Wow, deep one knocked away there.
Tried to go for Godwin again.
Yeah, he did that same route out there again, like that matchup apparently. Yeah, so especially early in the channel, we talked about that a lot, where when we were making our own playbooks, we took out all screen passes that were on 3rd down at all. They were only allowed to do screen passes on 2nd down.
Yep, 1st or 2nd down. Yep. Brady deep left side. He's got Evans open, and he overthrows him. 3rd and 10 now. This Lions defense needs to get off the field, give Jared Goff another chance. Here comes the blitz. Brady feels it, fires left side, and incomplete. Arumarawe knocks it out of his hands, and that will force a punt here for the Buccaneers. Good job there again by the defense. Lions defense trying to keep their team in it. Goff's got to do something.
Yeah, and Hud, I would agree that Dalvin Cook is certainly in the discussion for best running backs in the NFL. Currently, he's probably on a list of about 4 that deserve to be in that discussion. But I don't think any of them are rated 99 overall.
No, I don't even think they have Derrick Henry or McCaffrey there. No,
I don't think Dalvin Cook, Chubb, Henry, McCaffrey, I don't think any of those guys, or Taylor, none of those guys are 99.
1st and 10, slant to the right side, caught it again for another 1st down. DJ Chark, he's got his 6th catch of the day actually, with 2:51 still here to go. First half, little pistol look up the middle, Swift, and it'll be met right in the hole. Devin White. Man, I wanted Devin White so bad in the draft that year. I don't even remember which draft that was and who he took. I think he was maybe picked before the Browns drafted that year.
That was
I wanted him so good.
That was the Mack Wilson draft. They got Mack Wilson in that draft, I think.
Yeah, but not in the 1st round.
No. Yeah, not in the 1st round. No, I think that was the OBJ trade that we ended up trading away 13.
Gotcha.
And we were hoping he was going to drop to 13 until we traded away that pick for OBJ, which we all know how that turned out.
3rd and 22, and for some reason they try to run it. Content to try to get this thing to halftime. Tampa Bay easily calls a timeout, and they're going to get the football back with about 2 minutes left. All right, down to the 4-yard line. Good punt there from Jack Fox.
That was a really nice punt.
Double tight ends to the left side here. Tom Brady is under center. He's going to give it to Fournette, who's going to be wrapped up immediately at the line of scrimmage. That's the rookie again, Aiden Hutchinson, with a nice tackle, 2nd and 9.
And it seems like only yesterday that Tom Brady started at the 1 yard line after a great punt with about this much time left in the game. Down by 7.
You had to remind us. Nice run there. Gio Bernard's going to get all the way up to the 25, and that will get them to call timeout and get aggressive. Yes, Kit's referring to our very first year of Sims, which is 2020. And the Browns made it all the way to the Super Bowl against Brady and the Buccaneers. That was the Super Bowl that was in Tampa Bay. And the Browns had a 7-point lead as Brady's now going to take a sack from Romeo Okwara.
Hey, but our sim correctly predicted the Super Bowl champ.
That's true. It was 1st and 99. And Tom Brady led a drive with about 6 minutes left, including a 4th and 19 conversion to Mike Evans that still haunts me.
Right, that's right. And then that was to tie it. And then, of course, Baker, in the most Browns fashion of all time, throws a pick six.
Browns had time, tried to drive down the field, and then ended up just kind of
they stopped them too.
To get it. They tried to get it to overtime.
Because they won the flip. They won the flip on for the overtime. The Browns defense stops Tampa Bay. So now you think so
yes, all they needed was an Austin Seibert field goal to win it.
Right, and then you think it's going to be great, except for like the second snap of the drive. Baker throws a pick six.
Baker throws a pick six, and that's how the Super Bowl ended. The Buccaneers won it for real. So 4 seconds left. Looks like Goff may actually try to set up for a Hail Mary here. Buccaneers are going to rush 3, and I'm not sure if Goff's got enough arm for this. We'll find out. It's thrown deep. Are they actually going to call pass interference?
Wow. And that's going to be an untimed down, too.
Epic Madden fail. Sean Murphy bunting, and this might be a little break. Actually, they're just going to go ahead and take the 3-3. So that is a free 3 points.
It sure
on
is.
A 70-yard penalty.
Well, and they had an opportunity for just an untimed down. You can't end the half on a penalty. So even though there are zeros on the clock, they've got to take another snap. It means they get a free 3 points out of it. They could have elected to go for a touchdown instead, which would have been, pretty effective if they punched it in. Obviously opting for the points there to make it a 7-point game. But wow, yes, that is a play. Very Madden, but that is another. There's a play that the flags are essentially put away for those. You don't ever call a flag unless it's
in real life.
Unless it's very, very bad. Like somebody's ripping somebody's face mask off, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and just another example of why Kit and I are leading the movement to make any pass interference a maximum of 15 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you wouldn't have had that 70-yard penalty and a free 3 points.
Yep. Which is just
all right.
gross.
17-10. You're watching Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Live original commentary to full-length NFL Sims. This is the playoffs, the divisional round of our 2022 season sim. We went through the whole season, all the rookies, added all of the free agents and trades and things switched up and into, including Kyle Rudolph, who just signed with the Buccaneers like yesterday, and he's out there sporting number 8 in the tight end position for Brady, as again Gronk hath retired. 2nd and 10, he throws it out of bounds. You're right, Fellergren, only in Madden. We've had plenty of things that are only in Madden, but that doesn't happen a lot, that deep PI, but it has happened before on a Hail Mary for sure.
Yep, I've seen it a handful of times, but we never like it. Yeah, awesome little move there in the hole.
Yeah, just got real skinny, kind of sliding through the turnstile, not having to pay for the subway there. Get himself near a first down. Leonard Fournette, left side, nice cut there, a little bang cut. Fournette breaking a tackle, looking lean and mean. Even though they said he reported to camp at like 260 pounds.
Yeah, they were not happy with him. He was
he just signed like a 3-year extension too. Yeah.
Yep. And that's the problem is you really have two kind of approaches to that, and obviously we know where Leonard Fournette fell out on that one. Is either the sign the deal, I've made it, I'm good, I don't have to do anything and relax. Or the sign the deal and you go to prove that you're worth every penny, and there's really no real middle ground there. It's kind of either or often with those big money dollar or big dollar contracts.
Nice spin move by Fournette. He's going to get up 6 more yards before Aleem McNeil takes him down. 3rd and 4 now for the Buccaneers. They still have a 7-point lead. Can the Lions get off the field? Delayed handoff up the middle, and McNeil swallows him up and knocks him down for a TFL. Great back-to-back play by last year's rookie from NC State. That's going to bring Ryan Suckup onto the field. He'll try to bring this lead from 7 to 10. His kick is driven low, and it's good. 20-10 now. Buccaneers have taken the lead here just into the second half of the football game. Very much appreciate all of our subscribers as we continue to push for 1,000. We continue to flirt with the 800 number. We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. But very much appreciate it. If you're a new subscriber of the channel, thank you so much. If you're an old subscriber, you've been around for years, very much appreciate you as well. If you haven't yet subbed the channel and you would do that for us, we would appreciate it. And if you want to like the video as well, I'm pretty sure YouTube enjoys that metric as well. Here's a blitz coming. Actually, no, just a 4-man pass rush, and it's a number 3 sack for Shaq. Barrett gets back there as he re-signed the deal in the offseason as well and continues to be a very formidable pass rusher on the outside.
Yep, quick little rip move to break off the blocker, and he was back there before Goff had a chance.
Delayed handoff. They're going to get all of that sack yardage back, plus a little bit more, setting up a 3rd and 7. Nice delayed kind of draw look there for DeAndre Swift and these Detroit Lions. Goff now 3rd and 7. Back to pass. 4-man rush. He'll throw it off the back foot. Single coverage right side. It's Chark. It's Davis, and swatted away like Carlton Davis. Incomplete. And Jack Fox, who feels like the Lion we've seen the most of today, in for another punt.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of seeing the most so far today, that play we've seen like a good 4 times so far in this game, and woefully underthrown by Goff a lot to DJ Chark on one-on-one down the sideline, and it's just, it's not working for him. I don't know why they keep going back to it.
I think that's 4 incomplete passes to Chark down that right side. 2nd and 7 after Fournette gains 3. Triple tight ends to the left side again. Kyle Rudolph, who just signed with them yesterday, into the game. Actually looks like an extra offensive lineman who goes in motion. Like a 4th tight end or something. And up the middle is Fournette for another gain. 3rd and 3 now for Brady and the Bucs. Brady standing at his own 29-yard line. Back to pass. Now pressure right up the middle, and it's Aleem McNeil again. McNeil's in there for a big sack right down the A-gap. 3rd of the day for the Lions defense, and that'll force another punt.
That big man, as he stays so dynamic on that D-line, he has been quite a bit in the sims that we've seen. We had a game where he had an absolute, or earlier in this season, a game where he had absolute showing with multiple sacks and TFLs just all over the place in a game that I called earlier in the season. But he's been a lot of fun for these Detroit Lions, and a big plug there in the middle with both the run-stuffing capability as well as the ability to get off blockers and make the pass rush a threat.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Kit loved Aleem McNeil coming out of the draft last year and wanted the Browns to get him big time.
I sure did.
1st and 10, short throw to left side to Hawkinson. He'll release for a few. They'll give him a credit of 5. A bunch of Buccaneers up at the line of scrimmage here for a 2nd and 5. And out of a pistol, why not run right against it and smash your head against that wall? They'll lose a yard. Looked like Levante David right in the middle of it. Akeem Hicks as well. 3rd and 4. Jared Goff back to pass now. Pressure on the blitz, and now it's finally going to break down, which means he'll go down, and it's going to be William Golston and Shaq Barrett again, and another punt coming up for the Lions. I think that's 7 sacks now as well for the Buccaneer defense, so they are getting after it here. Lions struggling. Again, a young offensive line. You've got Penei Sewell, of course, Taylor Decker from Ohio State, Vaitai. You've got Frank Ragnow of Arkansas, a few years old now, for a few years removed from his draft. So young and developing. Jonah Jackson, also from the Buckeyes. They have two-fifths are Buckeyes on that line, but still a little young and struggling right now with this very, very talented defensive front of the Buccaneers, and that could prove to be the deciding factor here unless the Lions can make some kind of adjustment.
Well, their front four are all scary, and then add in those two dynamic linebackers, and it's quite the matchup for any Lion, let alone a young and up and coming Lion. Yes, they're talented, but they've got to really cement and settle into their own. They're not quite there yet.
Big hole up the middle, Fournette, and he will gouge the defense for a big gain of 17, and that's a first down before the free safety Deshaun Elliott, former Baltimore Raven, makes the tackle. Now we trickle under 5 to go third quarter. Buccaneers seem very content now to start working some clock. Been very effective on the ground with Fournette. Here's another little run to the left side with a pulling Shaq Mason, free agent right guard out of New England, who just made their great offensive line even better. With that pickup, he replaces Alex Kappa, who of course will be starting for the Bengals, and that's going to be 10 more for Fournette and a first down. Buccaneers just punishing the defensive line right now.
Sure are.
Feels like there are a few things that are more demoralizing than getting just run on and without any ability to stop it. Just like 10 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards, 10 yards. Having never played football at a high level, and Kit, you are an offensive player, but I'm sure you've seen plenty of defenses who can't stop the run, and it's just, well, you ran the ball on defenses who couldn't stop the run,
right?
And it has got to be a pretty good thing for an offense to feel that way.
Well, I played some linebacker too, so I've got that side of it also.
That's
a
right.
little bit of that experience in what it's like to get run on kind of at will, and it's not fun. It's very tiring because you're absorbing, those blocks up front. They're taking the attack to you as the defense, but then also, it's once they really start to expose those holes and you start to get tired, it's hard. It's hard to stop, but man, those energy levels flag in a hurry.
Wide open, Mike Evans, touchdown, and that may do it. At least based on what we've seen from these Lions so far, as Evans was wide open on the back of the end zone. Now with a 17-point lead coming, pending this kick from Suckup. With about 17 minutes of football to go, can you score a point a minute or average a point a minute here? They got to get something. They got to get something now. Amon St. Brown takes the knee in the end zone, now back out onto the field. Look at that, 321 to 131 in total yardage so far. Very much telling the story. The Lions have struggled to get it going up against this very talented Buccaneer defense. They'll run right with a triple tight end instead and rip to the ground by Devin White is DeAndre Swift. Now 9 tackles for Devin White, 2nd and 11.
Well, hopefully that's not the answer, Fellegren. I'd hate for them to just be like, all right, well, here's the DJ Chark down the sideline bomb that's underthrown from Goff. That's not the answer, clearly.
Indeed, Goff in trouble. Throws, and off the helmet, I think, of Shaq Barrett, incomplete. And here's another 3rd and long. And Vita Vea has been in the zone for about a quarter and a half now. 3rd and 11, pressure. Now it breaks down. Watch out! Thrown down. Akeem Hicks. In terms of players that I wanted on the Browns, Akeem Hicks was at the top of my list this offseason, and that's the 8th sack of the Buccaneers. And unfortunately, I think the Lions' lovely season here for these young Lion Cubs is going to come to an end. But again, certainly nothing to hang their heads about, as they won the NFC North, hosted a playoff game, won that, and you can't win them all. Unfortunately, only one team will win them all, in fact, at the end of the playoffs, and it looks like certainly the Lions might be headed for an exit maybe earlier than they wanted.
Yep.
Which is 27-10 with 57 seconds.
Well, this one has a bit of a feel for the Lions, kind of like both in execution regular season as well as the kind of how it happened in the playoffs. Relatively similar storyline to what happened to the Browns in 2020, where they had that excellent season that really especially got hot late and really started to put things together And then obviously the big win against the Steelers to make it into the playoffs, to go back to the Steelers and absolutely trounce them in that first wild card round. But then in the divisional, of course, we know what happened with that game and the backup quarterback scrambles.
Yeah, the Chad Henne scramble
so badly.
And Dirty Dan's helmet hit on Higgy.
The point at which the game was first lost,
Mm-hmm.
that was a game changer. That was an absolute game changer. That touchdown that would have been if it had been called, but
or even if it had just been fumbled out of bounds.
Right.
But since it was fumbled into the end zone, that's an automatic turnover, which is crazy.
Dirty Dan Sorensen. It's rough.
Dirty Dan. 3rd and 3 now. Buccaneers at least content to continue to run the football, and they've done so very effectively in this game. They've run the football, and they played defense, and they've found Chris Godwin for some big plays. Here's a short throw left side. Russell Gage, you probably forgot that he was even on the team as he's been so quiet.
Yes.
As they have probably the best set of 3 receivers in the league, at least on paper. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Russell Gage. Part of the reason that, again, the internet telling me that they will be a 92 out of the box in this Madden 23 game, as they're going to try to run it all back one more time. Second and 8, right side. That's a pulling lineman. 3rd and 7. We're going to tick down towards 12 to go in the game. Tom Brady, maybe a turnover here. How about double pass rush from the tackles, both losing it. Charles Harris and Okwara will meet at the quarterback, 4th and 19. And that's going to set up a 50-yarder for Suckup here to make it an even 30 in the game.
He whiffed it.
Yep, he sure did. Yanked it left out of the hold of Kyle Trask.
Well, and
this one had the distance but missed left, and that gives them a little bit of a spark here. Ball at 40 for the Lions.
I was going to say, if you can get something done on this drive, they're still 11-23 in the ball game, so time to get work done. If they could score a touchdown here, they certainly feel like they're back in it a bit.
Indeed. Blitz coming from Keon O'Neal, the linebacker, and Goff will chuck it out of bounds. But yes, absolutely. They got to get a touchdown. And then another stop, a 3 and out or a 6 and out or something. Mm-hmm. No more points allowed. Blitz coming again as Sewell whiffs on it. Deep throw, right side, Chark against Davis. Are they going to call PI again?
Yep, and maybe that's what they've been looking for this entire game. Because guess who it was? It was DJ Chark along the right-hand sideline, going deep. This time not horribly underthrown, but not the best throw from Goff, but PI this time gives them the ball in scoring position.
Indeed, Goff now back to pass, and he'll get another sack. As they were all over him again, that 1st and goal becomes 2nd and goal from the 16, and the Lions still figuring out a way to screw this up. Despite getting a gift of a 50-yard penalty from Madden. Again. That's 2 deep shot PIs called on the Buccaneers so far, and they've got 3 points out of it, the 3 points that ended the first half. 3rd and goal now from the 12. Field goal does you nothing. Buccaneers blitzing from the left side. Goff back to pass. He'll fire on a 4-yard route to the 7, and that's out of bounds, and a ridiculous choice.
You got to go for this. I don't understand it at all. This has got to be a go for it moment.
No. And yeah, yep, he is sure lying down on the job. Good one, John. And again, we talked about it even from the beginning, before we added Baker Mayfield to their roster, that they're going to go as far as Goff can get him. And we have hit his ceiling here now.
It seems
and
so.
They are certainly going to have some decisions to make in the offseason. And we'll have some decisions to make in the offseason if we, as a channel, vote to move on to 2023 with a similar format,
right?
Simulated offseason. We'll have to see what happens as these Lion Cubs take the next step and what that means for them. Obviously, you're not going to be drafting a quarterback. You could take some. You could take DJ Uangalele or somebody like that at the end of the 1st or 2nd round or something like that, but I don't think he's going to come in and spark a big change.
No, well, and they're not bad enough to be in the CJ Stroud or or
Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young discussion. I mean, they're not nearly as bad as some of the worst teams in the NFL. They're much too frisky, so I think they're going to have too good of a season for that. So then the question becomes, obviously, you know what Goff was able to do with the Rams. The Rams had a better team, fully constructed with their veteran leadership and some of the studs they had on that team around Goff. Yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl, but Goff certainly couldn't win it for them.
And again, this one, kind of a boring game. I appreciate those of you who've stuck it out with us. Chris Godwin, however, not a boring game. 6 for 171 for him today.
Yeah.
But the Lions, unfortunately, it looks like they're better than they probably hoped for originally season. Again, they've got a great young team. They've got a great young core. And they, the future certainly is bright for them. But yes, when the best thing of the last 10 minutes has been John's pun about a lion on the ground,
which
you know that the game is not be interesting, and he has been. Yeah, no, it's been a Buccaneers sack fest here today. Now we're under 7 to go. Third and 4.
You could probably have an entire possession worth of, or a drive worth of time spent on the ground just from him.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. 3rd and 4. It's going to go incomplete. They're going to opt to punt. Oh, on this 4th and 4. Fake punt. Back to pass. The punter's going to throw, and it's picked off. The 40, the 45. He might go all the way. 20, 10, 5, and tackled at the 2-yard line.
Oh.
Kirby Joseph, the rookie out of Illinois, on a fake punt pass to Mark Ingram, the running back. What is happening?
There's so many things to talk about on this play. This was almost to the level of the glitch. Obviously, no glitch, but obviously a fake punt. What are you doing? You've got a huge lead. You're clearly in the catbird seat. Why are you faking the punt? Then you take a guy who's not a quarterback, try to throw a pass. Hey, he has to scramble for it.
And then the end zone. They're going to score a touchdown off that fake punt. Unreal.
Right, which, if you're the Lions, you'll certainly won't look the gift horse in the mouth there. Take it, absolutely, because this is going to put you within 7. Yeah, they're right back in this game, and suddenly that field goal doesn't seem so crazy.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
Just
holy smokeroos. Now a 7-point game. You're right, Fellegren. It was a terrible fake punt. First I thought he was going to run it, and then he tried to throw it. It was picked up by the rookie safety out of Illinois, Kirby Joseph. Took it down to the 1 and then punched it in the very next play for Jamar Jefferson, second-year running back out of Oregon State. So here we go, 27-20 with 6:27 and 3 timeouts.
That's exactly what the Lions needed. Let's see if they can capitalize.
First turnover of the game as Fournette reaches 100 on the ground with his 2-yard carry. Literally this whole game, the first turnover was right there. Let's see if it swings this game on its head. Look how much that momentum took a hit, though. They had that thing pinned all the way to the right, and now they barely have 1 bar.
That's right, and quite possibly, if they can't convert here, we'll be going in the Lions' favor.
Which is why you would never, ever do a fake punt. Certainly not a fake punt of that capacity. How about the GOAT, though, as Brady finds Russell Gage on a big 3rd and long conversion. Well, Detroit's actually going to challenge this one.
Well, you can't give anyone in the NFL that much time, but certainly not Tom Brady.
This is a bad challenge. I think he's got 1, 2, 3 feet in.
1, 2, drag, 3. Yeah, he's way in.
Russell Gage is going to be in. This one's going to be upheld. That's a desperation call from Dan Campbell.
Yeah, well, you needed that, and again, like I said, you can't give Tom Brady that much time. I mean,
no.
You just can't.
No, their young defensive line has been solid with Aiden Hutchinson and Pascal and McNeil and the Aquaras. Charles Harris is just another throw, and that's going to be the tight end Cameron Brate for a first down, and now they're in field goal range. So that was probably it. Those 2 long 20-plus yard passes probably just lost you the game.
Well,
after you got it gifted to you in the first place.
Right, unless Tampa Bay decides to gift wrap it again by doing something real stupid.
Maybe not. Maybe try a fake field goal this time, That was just so silly. 4 minutes to go here in the game. Brady is in the shotgun.
Well, to be fair, they shouldn't even be passing right now.
I know. He's going to find a dragging Chris Godwin, who's got the first down of the 24. Brady now 350 bills to go with his 2 touchdowns, 179 of them again to Chris Godwin on 7 carries. So certainly carrying some momentum with the pass game and with the pass rush. And Fournette's over 100 yards, so they really kind of beat you soundly in most of the phases. Fake punt notwithstanding here.
Well, how fun would an Akuda pick be right here, though?
That would be fun. Yeah, I mean, a pick 6, that's about all that, or a scoop and score or something, especially if Brady's going to keep throwing, which he's back to pass, and he's going to throw it again. Short throw, drag to Godwin. Again, work that ball can get popped out now. 2nd and 3, they're up to the 5-yard line. 8 catches, 186 yards for Chris Godwin. At least they're letting the clock run down, and they will let this one get to the 2-minute warning now.
That would be awesome, Wendell. I'm hoping for some fireworks here. Like I said, I'm calling for an Akuda pick. That would be a lot of fun. A little pick 6 action here. They're going to run it.
Fournette up the middle, big shot hit there, but he's able to hold on to the ball. The Lions call their first timeout. That was a big time hit. Gerard Davis, former Jet linebacker, makes the hit. Motion coming. That's the rookie Cade Otton. Back to pass, play action. Brady, touchdown. Cemented the vault shut. This one is over.
Oh, yeah. No gifts to be had. You had your chance.
Oh,
you lost your chance.
You got one gift. They got several gifts. They got 2 Hail Mary PIs, which is unrealistic.
Yep.
And then they got the stupid fake punt that they returned essentially for a pick 6. They scored on the next play, but
only really one of them was a true Hail Mary with actual scrum underneath the ball, which they never called the API on. I could see the other one being an actual call
in the
NFL because it was just a repeat. I guess what they had been going for the whole game with DJ Chark one-on-one downfield and the bomb from Goff. I guess trying to call the PI, they only got it called once out of 5 times though.
Yeah, everybody's a comedian tonight here. They're going to set up screen to the right side. Short throw. 2/3 yards for DeAndre Swift. That ain't going to get it done. Here's a better throw. A little post across the middle. Amon-Ra St. Brown picks up 14. And they'll go no huddle here. Just 1 timeout left for the Lions. A quick score means an onside kick, and we know what that means. We've never, ever, ever, ever in almost 700 games of sim football and Madden ever seen an onside kick.
Nope. Not successfully completed anyway.
Off to the right side. That's DJ Chark with his 7th catch. He's up to 99 yards. He's had a very good day despite getting bombs thrown to him incomplete early and often. 40 seconds to go. Goff alone in the backfield. And he'll fire it to the right side. It's a short throw. That's the rookie Jamison Williams. And somehow they're going to say he was taken down inbounds.
Well, he started working back towards inbounds.
Tipped and caught in the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. How about that concentration?
I was going to say, that's an impressive concentration catch there for the touchdown from Amon-Ra St. Brown. He really went to, kept his eyes locked on the ball even after it had gotten tipped up in the air and finds a way to come down with it as he's falling down. Nicely done here. Or actually, really, as he's getting tackled.
Yeah, look at this replay. That was just up to him, and then he goes down. And gosh, 16 seconds and 1 timeout. Do you believe in Now, when Wendell said the greatest comeback of all time, it would have to include a never-before-seen onside kick. So
That's
what the heck?
And then from there, they've got to get it done in basically 10 seconds after that.
10 seconds. Instead, the kicker's going to kick it about 12 yards downfield. He'll return it sillily, though, and taken down, so that's going to do it. 1 kneel here, actually going to be 2 because the Lions, for reasons unknown, will call timeout. So that's going to do it. So it ended up being a little bit closer, really, than it needed to be. Again, a very Madden-like play. Tried to go the Lions' way. But at the end, Tom Brady just too much, and he's not ready to head to the booth and join us just yet. He's got more football left in him. Will he be hosting the Atlanta Falcons, or will he be traveling to San Francisco to play Trey Lance in the 15-2 49ers? Either way, it's going to be for a chance to get himself back to yet another Super Bowl as the Lions come up short 34-27. Your final score here today. Kit, wrap her up.
Well, certainly not the most explosive game that you might imagine a scoreline that coming out, but it had its moments, and there were times where it was fun and some interesting things that you certainly don't expect. A lot of bizarre maddening going on in that one, but a fun matchup nonetheless, and certainly proud of the Lions for getting this far and doing what they did in the season and showing that this young squad's got some bite. So they certainly didn't have enough to get it done here. Felt a little flat-footed. Certainly can't credit valuable play calling early in that one. It was a bit head-scratching, and maybe if they hadn't done that, maybe they'd have gotten off to a better start.
Absolutely. So that was the rookie punter, Jake Camarda, out of Georgia, who threw that interception, which, again, just absolutely baffling.
Indeed.
That was the case. So let's finish scrolling through the stats here. Hopefully whichever one you were hoping to see, you will see. No surprise with Devin White and Levante David, both double-digit tackles again. They got after it. Shaq Barrett, 3.5 sacks by himself. Again, just the one turnover, and it was by the Lions picking off the punter. But it ain't going to be enough. 34, gosh, easy for me to say. 34-27 going to be your final score. Half of the championship matchups are set. Stay tuned. We will bring you the Chiefs and Chargers tomorrow. Big game to see who the Browns will face in the AFC Championship. Again, if it's the Chargers, the Browns will host. If it's the Chiefs, the Browns will travel to Kansas City. As you can see now, 2 of the matchups done. So join us. Kit and I will try to bring that one to you tomorrow on Tuesday, Kansas City and LA. And then again, continuing probably Wednesday then with 49ers and Falcons to wrap up the divisional round. Then we'll have the championships and the Pro Bowl if you'd like to see it, and then the Super Bowl. So, Kid, anything else to wrap this one up for us?
No, I certainly appreciate everyone being on. We very much appreciate the subscribers and our Nagy Nation who have been so supportive of the channel since we got this thing going. So love having you all, both old and new, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. So appreciate everyone being here. Absolutely.
If you would like to take your fandom to the next level of the channel, you can join our Discord channel. There is a link in the description of this video, an opportunity for you to declare your fandom for whatever your team is, to chat with us between sims about all things NFL and Browns, to vote on various things like, for instance, where do you want to go after the end of this sim season? That poll question will be up there shortly. And then find out in advance to when the sims will start in case YouTube isn't great about notifying you, or you're not on your email right when it says go there went live now, go. So you can join that as well. Again, Discord is free and easy to use, and you can join that just by clicking the link in the description. So for Kid out on the left coast, Phil here in Central Ohio, appreciate you staying up late with us. We'll probably not do a 10:30 sim tomorrow, but appreciate you being able to work with our schedules today. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a great start to the week. Today we will say go Buccaneers. And as always,
go Browns!